Hi, I'm Zach Reininger with Forest River Wildwood. Today we're going to be doing a walk around on the Wildwood product, starting with the outside and then making our way in. We're going to talk about our top features on the outside, top features on the inside, and then leave any comments in the video section that you might have questions on. One of the biggest things that we talk about with Wildwood is how camping with a Wildwood is going to be easier and more enjoyable for your family than if they were to camp in one of our competitive products. That's kind of the theme that I carry throughout as I go through and show families what makes our product different, what makes our product better. Starting on the outside here in the front, one of the things that I like to talk about is obviously we've got a power tongue jack. It's lighted, so it's going to make hooking up to your your truck a lot easier, and it's also obviously power. Getting it on and off your truck is going to be a lot easier than having to hand crank it. You've also got a hitch light right here on regular Wildwood. That's going to again make it easier for hooking up at night or if you need to change anything out as far as your LP bottles. Speaking of the LP bottles, one of the things that I really like to talk about is how most of our competitors push really hard on the fact that they have 30-pound LP bottles. They push that extra capacity, extra 10 pounds per bottle. Well, one of the things that we do that I think is a much bigger benefit than having the 30-pound bottles are, first of all, we do have a 30-pound bottle cover, so if a customer is sold on it, they can upgrade to the 30-pound bottles. But what we do is we actually do two 20-pound bottles. The benefit of having the two 20-pound bottles is going to be, again, ease of use for our customers. So why is camping in a Wildwood going to be easier than camping in one of our competitors? So the benefit of this, it's Thursday afternoon. Mom and Dad grab the kids after school. They're ready to shoot right out of town, go camping for the weekend. What's the first place they're going to stop at when they go? Gas station. What's at the corner of every gas station out there? Blue Rhino, Gas America, one of those propane exchange things on the corner of the gas station that for 20 bucks they can run up and they can swap both of these out and they've got full propane for the weekend. With one of our competitors, they've got the 30-pound bottles. So not only are they shooting out of town, stopping at a gas station, but they've also got to drive all the way across town to either a propane refill center, an RV dealership, or find a campground that's actually going to be open when they get there to refill their bottles. Another scenario may be that you're out camping and my wife's going to run into town and get some groceries. Well, with a 20-pound bottle, she's actually going to be able to take this thing off the front of the camper, lift it up, put it in the truck, and swap it out while she's at the HEB. With a 30-pound bottle, she's not going to be able to do that as easily. Probably going to ding your truck or ding one of your doors because she's trying to heave it up in there. If you want the extra 20 pounds of LP for a weekend, run out in your backyard, grab your LP bottle off your gas grill and throw it in the back of your truck and you've got a spare all ready to go for the weekend. Another thing that I talk about up here in the front is our smooth 040 metal that we use on the front. This is actually a thicker metal than we use on our sidewalls, and the reason that we do that is because this is going to take the brunt of the abuse going down the road, all of your bugs, your debris, your water, things like that. A lot of our competitors are still using the corrugated aluminum on the front. That is, first of all, it's thinner, so it's going to ding up much more. And the big benefit of having this smooth metal up here in the front is cleaning it. So again, making life easier for our customers. Instead of the corrugated metal that you've got to get a brush in and go sideways on, now it's smooth. I can spray this with the hose up and down, much easier to keep clean, and it's going to actually hold up a lot better than the corrugated metal will. Also, your graphics on the front are going to stay secure better than on that corrugated metal that they have up there because of all the abuse that takes when it goes down the road. You also have your diamond plate rock guard down at the bottom here. So again, referring to all the debris and any rocks that may get kicked up when you're traveling down the road, this is going to take all the abuse right here and it's going to protect your camper from getting too beat up in the front. We're going to make our way over here to a couple other things that I like to talk about on the outside. One of the big ones that I really try and point out is our outside storage here. So our pass-through storage we do different than most of our competitors. If you look at some of our top competitors out there, you open up their pass-through storage and it's a 2-foot wide tunnel from one end to the other. You can't really fit much of anything inside there. Maybe a toolbox, maybe some, I don't know, hose or something. What we do differently though is we give you a big door here, and then I try and get the customers to look down inside here. And we'll bring the camera in closer here in just a minute once we get done with this, but you can see where we actually finish out underneath the bed in here. So it effectively doubles your storage space that you have. Makes for a much more impressive and much bigger pass-through storage, but it's also much more functional. You have access to it from the inside, which I'll show you when we do the walkthrough inside, But there's a lot of big benefits to what we do in our pass-through storage compared to our competitors, that this is going to make their life easier as far as easily accessible. You also have right here, it's a little laundry chute that I'll also show you when we go inside. But you can take and put a little laundry basket right here and have dirty clothes hamper in our pass-through storage that our competitors just don't do. Continuing on the outside of the camper, I'm going to show you a few features here that really separate us from the competition, especially in regards to making life easier for our customers. One of the biggest things that I talk about is going to be our showstopper package, which includes your power tongue jack, your power stabilizer jacks, your power awning. You've also got an LED awning light up here, and it's multicolored. But the biggest thing that you have with our showstopper on the outside is going to be your remote control. So again, keeping in mind, making life easier for our customers. How is Wildwood different? We offer a remote control that's going to operate your stab jacks, your awning, your slide rooms, your lights outside. So how to use this is you hit your power button right here, and it's going to start flashing. You simply hold down the select, and it'll toggle between different functions here. So I can go from here, my main slide, to my awning, run my awning in and out. But the reason you have to hold down that select is so the kids can't grab it and start running things out, in and out. It just makes it a little bit easier to control that. The big benefit of this is going to be, say you pull up and it's nighttime or it's been raining. You back into your campsite and it's raining outside. With our competitor, they've got to get out. They've got to go run everything out themselves, put the jacks down by hand, do all these different things while battling in the rain. Then you've got your Wildwood customer who reaches down into his center console, pulls out his remote control, he runs his awning out, turns his lights on outside, he's going to go ahead and run his slide room out, all from right here on the remote, and then his wife and kids are going to get outside, come run inside underneath their awning, go inside and start setting things up. He's then going to go run, plug it in, use his power tongue jack to take it off the back of his truck, and then he's going to stand underneath his awning, drinking a cold beer, while he's running his jacks down, while he's watching his neighbor over here with his hand crank and laughing. This is just going to make life so much easier for our customers that we really need to emphasize what a big difference this can make. Another scenario that I really like to talk to customers about, especially if they've camped before, is you can ask the wife and say, hey, what's Dad like on Sunday morning? Is he a little on edge? Is he a little cranky? It's because he's looking around at all the crap he's got to pick up, all the jacks he's got to go and crank up, all the slide rooms, everything he has to do. Well, we've taken a breakdown job from about half an hour to 45 minutes and put it into about 15 minutes. You can stand right out here, he can run everything up, run his awning in, bring his slide rooms in, all from a remote control without having to go and sweat and kill himself trying to do it in the dead of summer. Another scenario may be you pull up to a campsite and there's a tree on the other side, or you've got Mr. Jones' camper right there and you know you're going to be tight when you're running your slide room out. Well, if you don't have a Wildwood, you're going to be coming in here, running your slide room out as far as you think you can get it, coming back out, running around. Okay, I've got about another 10 inches. Come in, you'll run it out what you think's about 7 to 8 inches and go double check to make sure you're not going to hit that tree. That, or you've got your wife out there who's beating on the side of the camper while you're pushing the button because you're getting too close. Well, Mr. Wildwood, this customer, is standing over there again with cold beer in hand, running his slide room out while he's just standing right there and looking at his neighbors running back and forth. So there's many different stories that you can tell. There's many different applications for this remote control, but the bottom line of it is we have to push it hard because it is something that's extremely functional for our customers, and it's something that nobody else does. This is the kind of feature that you find in high-end fifth wheels and things of that sort. So I always make sure that I try and push that very hard. Another thing that we've updated with our showstopper this year is the multicolored LED awning light instead of just the regular awning light. And with this also has a remote control. You can change the colors. You can have it flash. You can have it be your favorite team's colors, or if they're tailgating. There's so many different options that you have with it. There's a little eye right here underneath the awning, so you've got to make sure you get that remote pointed right up at that. But this is something that people really love, and it's something that's kind of neat and different. I think you'll start seeing more of it out there, but again, Wildwood's kind of on the front end of that and trying to do more than our competitors. Something else that we do is the triple step here instead of a double step. And then you've also got the extra large grab handle. Just getting in and out of the coach is a lot easier for our customers here. We do a 6-gallon gas electric water heater with direct spark, and this is a quick recovery, so it will do 16.2 gallons an hour. Another outside feature that is usually very important to our customers is our outside speakers are standard on this. That's something that not a lot of our competitors do as standard. It is an option typically. And then one change that we've made this year moving forward is we're doing standard radial tires on all products. That's Wildwood and X-Lite. That's something that our customers have been asking for quite a long time, and we're responding and doing it across the board. Those are the main selling features on the outside. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section of the video. I'll be glad to answer them for you, or just give me a call. We're going to go ahead and move inside and talk about some features inside. Thanks.